And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Jason Tolley here with you. We are at Huntington High School here tonight getting ready for this afternoon's matchup between the Huntington High Highlanders and the Parkersburg Big Reds. Huntington High girls team undefeated in the state of West Virginia, coming in at 9-0 off a huge win, 40-point win.
The age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
When you're traveling with your most precious cargo, even the shortest day-to-day trips should be the safest. That's why Michelin designs tires like the new Cross Climate 2. That keeps you safer for longer than leading competitors. Because your family's safety tomorrow depends on the tires you choose.
Senior festivities continuing on here at Huntington High School. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon and hanging out with us, and looking forward to what's going to be a pretty good basketball game here for Huntington High as they close out their home part of their schedule, at least for the seniors here. They may have a possibility of another game here down the road, depending on how things shake out with COVID, but starting to look towards the WVSSAC basketball tournament in Charleston here in the next couple of weeks. Huntington High, as we said, 9-0 on the season, as they have just been on a roll here as of late. So wrapping up senior night, and the starting lineups for the Huntington High Highlanders will include a lot of those seniors, including Katie Swan, the 5'3" senior point guard. It's her at center court right now with her parents getting photos taken care of. Also, Latea Jackson, one of the senior shooting guards. She'll be wearing number 10. Number 12 will be Diana Gray, the junior. Also, Raven Goodson, the senior, wearing number 23. She'll be out here tonight as well as one of the starters. And Dejana Anderson, the 6-foot junior or the 6-foot senior center. She'll be getting ready to roll here as well with your starting lineups here for your Huntington High Highlanders. For Parkersburg, they've been hurt a little bit, not only with injuries, but also with COVID. So they're down a little bit on their roster, but they'll send a sophomore and guard Peyton Harvey wearing number 10. She'll be heading out there today. Also, Maya Barrett wearing number 14. She's a junior. Brenlyn Florence is a sophomore. She's a guard, 5'6", wearing number 22. Sierra Mason wearing number 20, the 5'5" sophomore guard. And Ellie Slack, the freshman, wearing number 35, will get the starting nod here today. Take a quick break here on Kindred Digital Sports.
Do you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds. At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
For KINDRED Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For KINDRED Communications,
This
Is
home.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Huntington High School here this afternoon, getting ready for our big West Virginia 4A matchup between the Parkersburg Big Reds, who are being introduced to the crowd in the all-red uniforms, white numerals with Big Reds across the chest, the white stripes there on the shorts as well. And also for Huntington High, getting their starting lineup set up here for this afternoon and a big matchup here in the final. Matter of fact, looking to go 10-0 on the season for Huntington High, number 1 team in the state. As they get introduced to the crowd. And we'll get ready to roll here. Again, Swan, Jackson, Gray, Goodson, and also Anderson, your starting 5 here tonight for Huntington High. Dejanay Anderson, one of the 4 seniors. Matter of fact, all 4 seniors getting the start here this evening as we get ready to roll. Head coach Lonnie Lucas in his 23rd year as the head coach. A couple of state championships under his belt, giving his final instructions to his team. Highly admired coach in not only the state of West Virginia, but here in the Huntington area with Lonnie Lucas. Parkersburg head coach Scott Cousins in his 3rd year as the head coach. State championships with this team in 2018 and 2019 for the Big Reds. All right, they'll start things off for us. The Big Reds will be going from left to right in the red uniforms. Huntington High, right to left across your screen in the white uniforms, and we'll start things off. Mason will bring it up into the front court for the Big Reds. Over to the left wing, that's Florence. Number 10 on the near side is Harvey. She bobbles it, guarded there by Jackson. Right side, 3-point shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Huntington High. Coming out with it up front court, it's Swan after Jackson got it up to her. Set it up the offense, goes right side, gets it over to Goodson. Back out to Swan, setting up the offense. Goes to the far wing, over into the corner, finds Gray. She'll dribble in, kicks it towards the near side. 3-point shot taken by Swan is good. Katie Swan starts off the scoring. Huntington High on top, 3-0, 7:17 mark here in the first quarter. Big Reds trying to answer with it. Barrett with it, number 14. On the wing. She'll get things reset. Tight defense by the Highlanders. Left side with the basketball is Mason. Back up top of the key. 3-point shot taken there by Brentlin Florence. And Florence ties it up. Huntington trying to answer. Right side, driving in, it will be Gray. Doesn't get the shot, but she'll go to the free throw line. Foul's called against Brentlin Florence, her first, team foul number 1. And that will put down a Gray up on the free throw line. Second shot up and away is good. She connects on this one. Front court with the basketball. It's Barrett up top of the key once again. Working around the circle. Mason with it on the near side for the Big Reds. Harvey has it up top of the key. Guarded there by Swan. Hands it off over here towards the near side to Florence. Out right wing. 3-point shot again. Back-to-back 3-pointers for Brentlin Florence. And it's a 6-4 ball game. Swan finds a lane, drives in. Fingertip roll off the backboard is good for Katie Swan. Give her 5, and we're tied up again at 6. Left side, hot hand, three-point shot is good. Back-to-back-to-back three-pointers for Brenlin Florence. It's a 9-6 ball game. She has got the hot hand so far for the Big Reds. Right side, here goes Gray, drives in, shot underneath the backboard, no good. Rebound put back up a second time, this time by Raven Goodson. Give her first points. And following up, Goodson was able to cut it down to 1. Big Reds with the basketball. Barrett setting up the offense. Dribbles over to the right wing. Gets it back up on the top of the key over to Harvey. Harvey takes the dribble, hands it back off once again. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Back over to the left wing, Mason. She'll take the NBA 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Swan. Swan wants to run with it, brings it up into the front court. Goes to the right side, has the lane, goes up with the shot, no good, but she does draw the foul. This one will go against Ellie Slack. It's going to be her first team foul, number 2. That'll put Katie Swan, the senior, back up on the free throw line. 5 points so far here in this ball game. Chance to give her team the tie or the lead if she can connect on both. Shot up, off the back of the rim, no good. Swan's mark, up and away is good. She does connect. Give her 6. We're tied up again. Third tie here in this first quarter. Big Reds breaking the pressure. Front court with it. It's Barrett. Drives in left side. It's rejected out there. Good job by Goodson. Tipped out. Rolled by May. She'll bring it up. Gray into the front court. Right side to Swan. Up top of the key to Goodson. She'll take the 3. It is good. Nope, they're going to say her foot on the line. So Goodson with back-to-back field goals gives the Highlanders the 11-9 lead. Parkersburg trying to answer, trailing by 2. Barrett with the dribble. Back up on the top of the key. Over to Mason. Count is on, having the dribble, drives in, right side, goes up with a shot. Over the backside of the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Goodson. Goodson quickly up into the front court to Gray. Gray with the numbers left side, trying to get it over to Swan. Goes through her hands, turns the ball back over once again to the Big Reds. Barrett with it, taking the dribble on the near side. Resetting the offense. Brenlin Florence, who has 3 3-pointers in this first half, drives in, right side, goes up with the shot, trying to draw the foul. Doesn't get the bucket, doesn't get the foul either. Goodson gets the rebound. Swan front court with it, taking the dribble, goes right side, towards the near side, over to Anderson. She takes the jumper, no good. Rebound tipped out. Last controlled, or last touched by the Big Reds. Gray with the inbound. Got a foul on the floor on the backside, and that's going to be against Ellie Slack. That's going to be her second, team foul number 3. Posted up down there on the inside. That will force Trinity Baylog to come into the lineup wearing number 3. They'll send Ellie Slack, the other freshman, out to grab a breather. Sits down with 2 fouls with 3:14 left to play in the first quarter. Inbounds into Jackson. She'll drive in left side. Shot off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out. Chased down by Jackson. She'll dribble back in. Goes up with a shot. Hits the court. Hit the court pretty hard. And foul's going to be called against Maya Barrett. She jumps up. Her first, that's Barrett's first, team foul number 4. Latea Jackson at the free throw line, the senior. Left-handed shooter, shot up and away is good for her first points. Second shot, it's good. She's going to come out and grab a breather. That will bring Imani Hickman into the lineup. Hickman wearing number 11. And the Big Reds with the basketball, trying to answer. It's a 7-0 run here so far for Huntington High. Harvey drives in left side, pull up low block, and it's rejected out there off the bench and gets the block as Hickman. Back stolen away and going up with a shot, count the bucket for Mason. That's going to be her first points. And that will put Diana Gray with her first. Team foul number 1. That'll put Mason up on the free throw line. A sophomore. Shot up and away is good. Ends that 7-0 run by the Highlanders. Big Reds cut it down to 1. 2:28 left to play. Rolling clock. Swan with it up top of the key to Hickman. Tries to push in. Gets back out to Swan. She'll dribble back over to the right side. Nice pass down to the inside to Gray. And we got a foul on the floor. This one will go against the Big Reds. That will be against Maya Barrett. That's her second. Team foul number 5. That'll force Parkersburg to go to the bench. Up off the bench. Riley Hilling, the sophomore. She will check in for Barrett. Young team here for the Big Reds. Gets it down to the inside. Hits her laid up in is good for Goodson. Front court with the basketball. It's Florence. She'll take the big jumper once again. Three-point shot is good. That was 4 3-pointers to tie the ball game now. Three-point shot in the near side corner. Taken there by Goodson is good. Here goes Florence. She'll drive in right side. Shot no good. Tipped there by Hickman. Controlled by the Highlanders. Up into the front court is Swan. Swan goes right side. Drives the right side lane. Left-handed shot no good. Chases down the rebound, and it's taken away there by the Big Reds. Coming out with it, it will be Harvey. Towards the near side of the hot hand once again for Florence. Three-point shot off the mark. Rebound controlled. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Big Reds. Harvey in there trying to battle for the rebound with Swan. Rolled out of bounds. Highlanders up quickly to the front court with it. There goes Hickman on the right side. She gets trapped down on the inside and layup in and out, no good. Rebound and a jump ball. Possession arrow points in favor of Huntington High. Highlanders with the basketball. It's Gray. Gets it in on the right side. Over to Hickman. She'll lay it up in. Is good. Oh, sorry, Anderson with her first bucket of the ball game. Florence with the basketball on the near side. Guarded there by Hickman. Dribbles over to the left wing. Over to Hilling. Three-point shot. It's going to go air ball out of bounds. She was guarded tightly there by Goodson with 39.6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Full court pressure here by the Big Reds. Swan quickly dribbles up. Finds down in the open lane for Anderson. Doesn't get the bucket, but she does draw the foul. It's going to go against Florence. That's going to be her second, team foul number 6, and that will put Dejanay Anderson up on the free throw line. The senior will be shooting two. Just a little over 30 seconds left to play, 31.2 to be exact. Right-handed shot up is good. Take a look at the replay. Gets it down on the baseline and just takes heavy contact there just to try to prevent it. Florence picking up that second foul. Spins it around. Shot up is good for Anderson. Give her 4 points. 22-15. The Highlanders with their biggest lead so far here. Florence with it, trying to get inside, tipped out. Stolen away by Goodson and then stolen back once again by Florence. Goes right side, goes up with a shot. No good, but she does draw the foul. This will go against Hickman. That's going to be her first, team foul number 2. That'll put Florence up on the free throw line. Brenlyn Florence, a sophomore. 12 points in the first quarter. Free throw up, good. Second shot and no good. Rebound taken down there by Hickman. Quickly gets it up in the front court. 12 seconds left. Swan dribbles right side of the baseline. Goes up with the jumper. No good. Rebound taken down. Tipped out. Controlled by the Highlanders. And Anderson goes up with a shot. No good, but she does draw the foul. So we'll go against Hilling. That's going to be her first, team foul number 7. At the free throw line, shooting 2. It will be Dejanay Anderson. Senior with 4 points so far. 2 of 2 from the stripe. Shot up is no good. Found every part of it, just couldn't get it to fall in. Second shot in and out, no good. Rebound taken down underneath by Balog, and we're going to have a foul called against Huntington High. This will go against Hickman. It's going to be her second, team foul number 3. 4.8 seconds left. Quickly up into the front court with it. Here's Mason with the shot. 1 second left. Goes up off the side of the backboard. No good. Completed the first quarter. It's Huntington High 22, Parkersburg 16. Here on Kindred Digital Sports.
For Kindred Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kindred Communications,
This
is
home.
No one leaves their home thinking they will be in a car crash. Unfortunately, in West Virginia, more than 1/3 of people killed in car crashes are not wearing their seatbelts. Those who choose to wear their seatbelts stand a good chance to live another day. Law enforcement wants you to have a fighting chance. That's why we are busy making sure everyone is buckled up.
We would rather you arrive safe at all your destinations rather than it be your final destination.
Buckle up, click it, or ticket.
Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter coming up as the Highlanders play host to the Parkersburg Big Reds. It's Huntington High 22, Parkersburg 16. As the Lady Highlanders are paced right now with 9 points from Goodson. Also, in that first quarter, Katie Swan with 6, 4 points for Anderson, and 2 points for Jackson, as well as Gray with 1 point as well. For the Big Reds, 13 points for Brenlyn Florence and Sierra Mason with 3 points as well. 3 ties in the first half. Matter of fact, 4 ties in the first half. 6 lead changes in that first quarter as well. Right side, Florence on the 3-point shot, in and out, no good. Rebound taken down there by Hickman. Hickman gets it up to Swan. Nice spin move. Goes right side. Dishes down low, gets it over. And a lay-in, no good. And back out, top of the key. 3-point shot taken by Gray. Give her the bucket. Mana Jackson on the court wearing number 1 for the Highlanders. Top of the key. Right side, laying in for Baylong is good. Give her first points off the bench. Gray Trying to get inside, back towards the near side over to Jackson. She'll go up with a shot, no good, and she does draw the foul. That's against Florence. That's going to be big. That's number 3 on her, team foul number 8. Amara Jackson. Sorry about that, folks. Amara Jackson wearing number 1. Substitutions coming in. Florence has to go out. Into the lineup is Bowden. Second free throw attempt coming up here by Amara Jackson. Shot up and away is good. 26-18. Near side with the basketball. Shot taken inside the three-point line. Bounces up. Almost went in. No good. Rebound taken down by Goodson. Quickly up into the front court. Swan gets it on the right side, and she hits the court hard, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Big Reds. Good job defensively by Peyton to get back there. Or, excuse me, Peyton Harvey to get back there to knock it out. Swan jump back up. They'll stack it up. Gets down to the inside, lays it in, is good for Jackson. 10-point lead, biggest of the night, or biggest of the afternoon so far for the Highlanders. Right side with the basketball. It's Baylog. Baylog gets it up on the top of the key. Over to Bowden. Spins around, nothing there. Comes back out towards the near side over to Harvey. Takes the dribble up. Spins it around. Tight defense here by the Highlanders. Left side with the basketball. Mason spins in. Nice move from Mason. Lays it in. It's good. Down to Gray, front court. To Jackson. Turns around, hands it back over to Natea Jackson. Shot in, but Jackson is no good. Rebound taken down by the Big Reds. Mason up into the front court, wearing number 20. Works it up on the top of the key. Shot in and out, no good there by Bowden, and we got possession error points in favor of Huntington High. Tie up down there with Harvey as well as Swan. Actually going to say it's the Highlanders will get the ball back. On the jump ball. Highlanders are in the bonus here for the rest of the first half. Swan calls the play out. She brings it up into the front court. Goes to her right side over to Jackson. Back to Swan. Cut off there at the free throw line. Goes down on the inside. Tipped out and controlled once again by Jackson for Huntington High. Three-point shot taken on the right side by Gray is good. She has back-to-back three-pointers here in the second quarter. 31-20. It's an 11-point lead. Baylog drives the right side. Cut off there by Jackson. Back up top of the key to Harvey. Harvey spins around. Double team. Goes left side. And we got a travel call as Hilling tried to go up with it. Turns the ball back over to the Highlanders. If you're the Big Reds, you cannot afford to have turnovers right now if you're going to try to stay in this ball game. We've seen this season how well Huntington High is able to explode. Nico Kaufman, the freshman, will check in wearing number 5 in the long sleeves. Also back in is Anderson. Left side. Here's a layup going up and in. It's good for Gray. Hot hand of the second quarter. Give her 8 points in this second quarter, 9 total. 33-20. Big Reds with Hilling with the basketball. Shadowed there by Amari Jackson. Left side, here's Mason with a three-point shot. Off the mark, no good. Baylong there with the rebound, and the putback is good. 33-22. Quickly up into the front court with it. Kaufman has it on the wing. Tipped out, but there to save it is Gray. Gray drives in, left side of the baseline. Shot no good. Anderson with the rebound, the putback, and she does draw the foul. It's against Baylor. It's going to be her first. Team foul number 9. Double bonus coming up. Next foul. Anderson at the free throw line. Shot up and away is good. Deep knee bend, second shot is good for Anderson. $13-point lead for the Highlanders here in this first half. Harvey with it between the rings, gets it over to Mason. Back over to the left side, nice move for Bowden, and she gets it to fall in. Or in Bowden, sorry about that. 35-24. Jump ball, possession arrow. Points in favor of the Big Reds. Baylog will check it in. Brings it up. We're in number 3. Down the middle of the court. Goes right side. Has a lane. Puts a shot up. No good. And the weak side rebound taken down over there by the Highlanders. Coming out with this Kaufman. She'll bring it up front court. Bounce pass down to the inside to Jackson. Low block right. And she has it knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Big Reds. Gray will trigger the inbound. Baseline to our left. Gets it into Jackson, trying to go for the reverse scoop. Topped out there by Baylong and then controlled now by Huntington, by the Big Reds. Here comes Harvey with it. Right side, goes up with a shot. Too strong, no good. There for the rebound is in Bowden, and we got a jump ball. Possession arrow points in favor of Huntington High. Like a little contact there for Gray. Got some blood coming out of her nose. And a timeout taken by Huntington High. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Lonnie Lucas. 35-24 is our score. The Highlanders jumping out to a 15-point lead. Oh, check that. Sorry, 11-point lead. I'll get my math done right here for you. 13 points has been their biggest lead so far in the contest. But the Big Reds trying to hang in. Yeah, big numbers. Yeah, that's right. Foul situation, we can tell you that Florence for the Big Reds on the bench with 3 fouls. 2 fouls for Barrett as well as Slack. And Florence being on the bench, that's big because she represents 13 of the 24 points by the Big Reds. Not too big in foul issues right now with Amani Hickman with 2 fouls for the Highlanders, and that's it. 1 foul for Diana Gray. Gray had to go out, take care of looks like she's got a little bloody nose. That will bring Katie Swan back into the lineup. Lonnie Lucas give final instructions to his team. And Jackson will inbound the basketball over to Swan. Shadowed over there by Mason as she brings it across the timeline. Left side over to Jackson, drives in. Nice move for Jackson inside the paint, lays it up in, is good. 37-24, 13-point lead. With the basketball, here goes in Bowden and gets it tipped out. And we got jump ball, possession arrow, point in favor of the Big Reds. Bowden, the sophomore down there, getting tied up. Jackson tying things up down there for the Highlanders. Tip pass up to Harvey. Shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out. Last touch by Huntington High and Anderson. 2:22 left to play here in the first half. And Bowden gets it all the way out on the left wing over to Hilling. Hilling taking the dribble on the right side to Baylog. Over to Harvey. Spins around in the paint. Rejected out there by Jackson. Good job defensively there by Amari Jackson wearing number 1. Big Reds with the basketball. Gets it in. And a nice little jumper that time by Hilling. Her first points of the ball game. 37-26. Swan with it, approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Swan wearing number 3. Dribbles in, gets it over to the right side, over to Jackson. Back up top of key to Amari Jackson. Bobbles it a little bit, keeps control of the basketball, goes back up, resets things up with Latea Jackson. Latea drives in, goes up with a shot. And it gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Latea, so we'll go back over to the Big Reds. Trying to draw the foul, didn't get it. Big Reds with the basketball. Peyton Harvey, sophomore, wearing number 10, goes to her left, gets it over there to Hilling, another sophomore. Very young team here for the Big Reds this year. Dribble back over to Mason, another sophomore. She dribbles in, right side of the paint, goes in, scoop shot, no good, but she does draw the foul. This one will go against Katie Swan. It's going to be her first team foul, number 4. And that will put Sierra Mason, the sophomore, up on the free throw line, shooting 2. So far, 5 points in the first half here for Mason. We're at number 20. 2 dribbles, shot up, off the back of the rim, no good. Substitutions. Gray checks back in. Also into the lineup is Goodson for the Highlanders. In for Kaufman as well as Anderson. Probably done for the first part of the rest of the first half here. Mason gets her bucket to go. 37-27, 10-point lead once again. Nice move by Gray, goes in, shot, hangs there, goes in. Nice behind-the-back dribble to get the position. 39-27, back to 12. Again, tough, tenacious defense here by the Highlanders. Hilling taking the dribble. Thought about the 3 there, but saw Jackson, who towers over top of her. Count is on, gets rid of the ball. Gets it back on the give and go. Back to Hilling. Nice move down to the inside. Does for not, though. Shot no good. Rebound taken down by Jackson. She'll take the dribble. Gets it up at the front court. A little too far out in front of Swan. It will go out of bounds. Turns the ball back over to the Big Reds. Good job done underneath there by Amara Jackson. 36.3 seconds left to play in the first half. Baylog brings it up into the front court, taking the dribble on the near side wing. Bottom part of your screen, shadowed there by Latea Jackson. Jackson reaches in. She's going to draw the foul. That's her first. Team foul number 5. Peyton Harvey will inbound the ball. Gets it up to Mason, taking the dribble. Works behind the pick, goes right side of the baseline, lays it up in, is good. Sierra Mason coming alive here in the second quarter, 39-29. 5 seconds left, right side, shot up, taken there by Gray, no good. Rebound taken down by Baylog, and that's going to be it for the first half. Highlanders jumped out early in this second quarter and got it as high as 13 points in the second quarter. And the Huntington, the Big Reds, able to cut it back down to 10 here to close out the first half. Halftime coming up. We'll recap all the scoring from the first half. We'll get you set up for second half action here. Senior Day today for the Highlanders. And they're on top on the Big Reds by a score of 39-29 here on KINDRED Digital Sports.
K&B Pest Control of Huntington with your springtime pest tip. The weather is warming up, so is termite season. Termites can quickly destroy your home or office, and by the time you notice signs, the extent of the damage can be detrimental to the structure's integrity. Termites can resemble winged ants. You may also notice mud tubes made by termites to ease their travel into your home or office. Don't wait. Call us today at K&B Pest Control for a free inspection. K&B Pest Control will kill for your business.
And that's it for today's show.
Have a great day today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bob and Sherry listeners, follow them everywhere.
They say that marriage is about compromise. Good night. Good night.
Bob and Sherry, weekday mornings on 97.9 The River. This is Huntington High School head football coach Billy Seals, and my players are awesome. Through the example of athletics with character, integrity, perseverance, our young men are good role models for the community of Huntington, and we're looking forward to all that they do on and off the field for our program. Cabell County Schools, #BeAwesome.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here in Huntington as the Huntington Highlanders on top of Parkersburg by a score of 39-29. Here for the Lady Highlanders. Scoring-wise in this first half for the Big Reds, they had 16 at the end of the first quarter, 29, of course, at the end of the first half as we were tight early on. Matter of fact, it was a 6-point lead for Huntington High. At the end of the first quarter, they got as high as 13 in the second quarter, and now now on top by 10 points. For scoring-wise for the Big Reds, 13 points for Brenlyn Florence. Now the problem with Florence, she got 4 straight three-pointers to lead the way for the Big Reds to keep them into this one. Matter of fact, 13 points at the end of the first quarter, but she had 3 fouls in that first quarter, so she spent much of the second quarter on the bench. So 13 points for her, 8 points for Sierra Mason. She filled the void there for Florence scoring-wise in that second quarter. Had 3 at the end of the first quarter, picked up 5 in the second quarter for 8 points for her. 4 points for Trinity Baylog coming up off the bench, and 2 points for Riley Hilling as well in that first half for the Big Reds. Also, Brianna Imboden as well with 2 points here today. For the Huntington High Highlanders, it is balanced out scoring pretty well. Matter of fact, 10 points for Diana Gray. Most of that coming in the second quarter. Matter of fact, she only had 1 point at the end of the first quarter. 9 points for Raven Goodson. And then 6 points apiece for Katie Swan, Latea Jackson, as well as Dejanay Anderson with 6 points apiece. And then 1 point for Amara Jackson coming up off the bench. So the Highlanders, like I said, balanced scoring across the board. We saw Kaufman on the court. Imani Hickman, she has 2 fouls. She saw some action, as well as Amari Jackson coming up off the bench, like I said, the 1 point for her with a block and a couple of steals for her here this afternoon. Take a break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some scoring trends in that first half. We'll get ready for second half action. It is Huntington High 39 and Parkersburg 29 here on Kindred Digital Sports.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Basketball Showcase, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute, is brought to you in part by Cabell County Schools. Be awesome. The Governor's Highway Safety Program. You drive, you text, you pay. Buckle up for every trip. Click it or ticket. And Kindred Communications, reaching more than 200,000 tri-state residents every week. Radio, digital, events, print, kindredcom.net.
It's K&B Pest Control of Huntington with your springtime pest tip. The weather is warming up, so is termite season. Termites can quickly destroy your home or office, and by the time you notice signs, the extent of the damage can be detrimental to the structure's integrity. Termites can resemble winged ants. You may also notice mud tubes made by termites to ease their travel into your home or office. Don't wait. Call us today at K&B Pest Control for a free inspection. K&B Pest Control will kill for your business.
Complex 7 and Boombox Academy, County Road 107 in Proctorville, is the Tri-State's #1 destination for fitness, restorative therapy, lifestyle coaching, and athlete sports performance. Take it to the next level with all-inclusive fitness and sports training. Check out Complex 7 and Boombox Academy's 2 full-size courts for basketball, volleyball, soccer, and archery, and get one-on-one training from their experienced instructors. Complex 7 and Boombox Academy. Learn more about their daily classes and register online at complex7.net.
This is Huntington High School head football coach Billy Seals, and my players are awesome. Through the example of athletics with character, integrity, perseverance, our young men are good role models for the community of Huntington, and we're looking forward to all that they do on and off the field for our program. Cabell County Schools, #BeAwesome.
Welcome back, everybody. We are at halftime here at Huntington High School as the Highlanders, the Lady Highlanders, on top of the Big Reds by a score 39-29 in the first half. That saw, matter of fact, the first quarter, that saw 4 ties in that first quarter and 6 lead changes. That last lead change coming was 18-15 when the Highlanders got that big three-pointer and then went on a pretty good run there after that. Matter of fact, that run taking a 10-3 run into that second quarter, and then they started to open up the lead there. 1 point getting up to 11. Big Reds able to get it back down a little bit because it was 13, and then eventually here down the stretch, it was a 10-point ball game as the Big Reds able to get a couple of buckets there towards the end. The thing that really hurt them a lot was the fact that they lost Brendan Florence, who got hot in that first quarter, but she picked up her third foul and had to go to the bench, so she's with 13. Matter of fact, she leads all scorers in the ball game here this afternoon. Again, balanced scoring for the Highlanders. 10 points for Diana Gray. Raven Goodson with 9 points as well. Dejanay Anderson with 6 points. Katie Swan with 6 points. All 4 seniors performing pretty well here in this first half. And Latea Jackson with 6 points as well. So we'll get ready for second half action as Huntington High hosts the Parkersburg Big Reds. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the second half right here on KINDRED Digital Sports.
Injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
This is Huntington High School head football coach Billy Seals, and my players are awesome. Through the example of athletics with character, integrity, perseverance, our young men are good role models for the community of Huntington, and we're looking forward to all that they do on and off the field for our program. Cabell County Schools, #BeAwesome.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
39-29 our halftime score. Huntington High on top of Parkersburg, getting ready to get back into action here in just a few minutes here on Senior Day at Huntington High here as they honor the 4 seniors on this team here today. So looking forward to getting ready for the second half with a 10-point lead here for Huntington High. As warm-ups finishing up here on the court as well. I would kind of preview our schedule coming up for next week, but it's kind of up in the air right now. We just really don't know. We're slated to have a couple of games for you here on our KINDRED Digital Sports Marshall Orthopedics High School Basketball Showcase, but every day it's kind of changing when it comes to the COVID restrictions. So we'll kind of wait and see, folks, and keep it on our Facebook pages for our radio stations as well as with Cabell County Schools and video productions as well. So once we know, we'll let you all know as well. All right, here we go. We'll get ready. Fresh 8 minutes up on the clock, and the Highlanders will trigger the inbound this time to start things off. They'll be going from left to right, wearing the white uniforms for Huntington High, red uniforms for Parkersburg. Hickman getting the start, and a lost shoe this time for Gray. Gets it back over to her left, and tipped out by Hickman. And Gray trying to get a shoe back on, and she does. And coming back out with it, it will be Florence for the Big Reds. Had the hot hand early, got into foul trouble, spent most of the second quarter on the bench. Right side with the basketball, it's Mason. Mason had a pretty good second quarter for the Big Reds. Turns around, hands it off over there to Barrett. Barrett with 2 fouls as well. She spent a lot of time on the bench. 39-29 the score. Big Reds just kind of slowing the pace up a little bit here because Huntington High loves to run with it. Dribbles on the right side over to Barrett, and she travels, turns the ball over. Not what they needed there. She got posted up in there with Hickman. Give Diana Gray a chance to get that shoe tied up. She took a step, and the shoe slipped off when she was trying to get rid of the basketball. She'll get it up over to Katie Swan. She'll bring it up at the front court. Sets up the offense. Swan dribbles on the right side, hands it back over to the left to Hickman, and three-point shot is good. Hickman with her first points of the ball game. (42-29). Big Red's trying to answer. With it, it's Harvey. Gets it over to Mason on the near side. Takes the dribble. Cut off there by Gray. Spins around. Shot no good, but she'll be shooting two. That'll be Diana Gray's second, team foul number 1. Sierra Mason at the free throw line. First shot up and away is good. 9 points for her. Second shot coming up. Trying to get it back down to an 11-point lead. And she does, connecting. Swan, front court, guarded by Harvey. Dribbles right side, goes back over to her left, gets it over to Gray. Gray is going to be fouled over there by Mason, and Mason comes up hobbled a little bit. That's going to be her first. Team foul number 1. Hickman with the basketball, taking the dribble. Now comes on the right side over to Swan. Swan drives the baseline, cut off there by Florence. Back up top of the key to Gray. He'll set up the offense. Between the leg dribble, goes to her left. Goes into the paint. Left side scoop shot, no good. Rebound tipped around and controlled. Coming out with it is Goodson. She'll lay it up in, is good. Raven Goodson with 11 points now. 44-31. Left side, it is Florence. Shot no good. Rebound tipped out, controlled by the Highlanders. Right side, Swan goes up with a shot. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out and controlled by the Big Reds. Harvey gets it out, brings it up into the front court. Set up in the offense with 5.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Hands it over to Mason. Sierra Mason takes the dribble towards the near side. Finds the lane behind the pick, goes up with a shot. No good. Rebound tipped out. And Slack gets a hand on it, keeps the control of it, gets it back out to Barrett. Barrett taking the dribble, right side. Guarded over there by Hickman. Hickman stands about 5 inches above her. Back over to the left side. Jumper, foul line extended left. No good there by Slack. Rebound taken down by Hickman. Gets it over to Gray. Front court. Shadowed all the way down the court there by Barrett. Goes right side. Gets it over to Goodson. She'll lay it in, is good. Raven Goodson with 4 points here in this third quarter. Out to 15 now. Biggest of the lead. And full timeout taken by the Big Reds. All right, 46-34 our score. We're back after this break here on Kindred Digital Sports.
For Kindred Communications, this is home. When other broadcasting companies went nationwide, we stayed home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
6 radio stations broadcasting on 9 signals across 3 states. For Kindred Communications,
This
is
home.
No one leaves their home thinking they will be in a car crash. Unfortunately, in West Virginia, more than 1/3 of people killed in car crashes are not wearing their seatbelts. Those who choose to wear their seatbelts stand a good chance to live another day. Law enforcement wants you to have a fighting chance. That's why we are busy making sure everyone is buckled up.
We would rather you arrive safe at all your destinations rather than it be your final destination.
Buckle up, click it, or ticket.
4:34 left to play here in this third quarter. It is Huntington High 46, the Big Reds 34. That three-point shot there by Brendan Florence, picking up where she left off in the first quarter. That's 5 3-pointers for her so far. She is playing with those 3 fouls. All right, the Highlanders of the basketball going from left to right. It's Swan, brings it up into the front court, gets it over to the right side to number 10, Latea Jackson. She gets the bucket to fall, and she draws the foul. This will go against Ellie Slack. That's number 3 on her. Team foul number 2. And that will put Imani Hickman. I check that, sorry. Latea Jackson at the free throw line. Shot in and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Goodson underneath. It's no good. Rebound ripped down there by Hickman. And jump ball possession arrow points in favor of the Big Reds. Slack will come out. See the great move down to the inside from Latea Jackson and goes high up off the backboard to draw the foul. Up into the front court. Here's Florence with the ball. Mason, left wing, three-point shot. A little too strong. Rebound on the weak side, taken down by Hickman. Hickman now in trouble, gets it out to Swan. Swan wants to run with it, up into the front court. Gets it over to the right side to Goodman. She'll take the three-pointer off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out by Jackson. Taya Jackson's shot goes off the side of the rim, tries to get the rebound controlled by the Big Reds. Coming up front court is Baylog. Baylog fakes right, goes left, lays it up in, is good for Trinity Baylog. Good little move. Fake to the right, little scoop shot with the left along the baseline. All right, quickly down the court. Here goes Gray. Gets it down inside to Goodson. She lays it up in, is good. 6 points for Raven Goodson here in this third quarter. 50-36. Big Red's trying to slow it down just a little bit. Down in the inside, here's Harvey going up with a shot, no good, but she does draw the foul. That will be against Katie Swan, number 2 on her, team foul number 2. And that will put Peyton Harvey at the free throw line, the sophomore. See a lot of action, get the start here this afternoon, but no points yet. Two-handed shot, up and away, off the side of the rim, no good. Second free throw coming up. Harvey finally does connect, gets her first points. 50-37. Lead to 13. Swan with it up top of the key, goes inside, gets it over to Hickman. Hickman down, lays it into Goodman, who's got the hot hand here right now for Raven Goodson, the senior. Having a great senior afternoon. Up front court. 52-37. Here's Florence. Three-pointer left wing. It's tipped out. Good job defensively that time by Jackson. Quickly up into the front court. Here's Gray. Lays it up. Hangs it on the front of the rim. No good. Tipped out by the... Then we got a foul on the floor. It was tipped out there by Swan. Foul is going to be called against Donna Gray. It's going to be here. Diana Gray gets number 3. Team foul number 3. Foul on the floor, so the Big Reds will maintain possession. Baylog front court with it for the Big Reds. Pulls back, right side, spins around in the paint, scoop shot, lays it up in, is good, and she does draw the foul. It's going to go against Hickman. It's going to be her third. Team foul number 4. Baylog with the move, spin move, goes up with a shot. And she connects on the free throw. Down on the inside, it's Goodson. She'll lay it up in, is good. 10 points in the third quarter for Raven Goodson. Baylog way off on the three-pointer. And the rebound taken down once again by Raven Goodson, who's having a great night here tonight. Bounce pass up onto the right side. Here goes Swan from about 8 feet out, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound chased down by Harvey for the Big Reds. Dribbles her way through pressure, gets it up to Mason up into the front court. Mason with 3 against 2, bounces it off the arm of Goodson. She comes out with the steal. Quickly up into the front court for her. She gets it up to Jackson. She'll lay it up left side, no good. Rebound taken down there by Florence, and she saves it from getting the travel. Gets it over to Harvey. Up front court once again to Barrett. Dribbles the right side, three-point shot taken by Mason in the corner. Check Sierra Mason with it. No good, and the rebound taken down by the Highlanders. Right side, it's Gray. Dribbles in along the baseline, goes up with a shot, and she's going to get whistled for the foul. Actually, the foul's going to be called against Brenlyn Florence. That's number 4 on her. Team foul number 3. And that puts Diana Gray at the free throw line. Shot up and away is good. Second shot coming up is good. 12 points for Diana Gray. 56-40. 16-point game again. With the basketball, it's Barrett. Gets it down in the Baylog. Left side, lays in, no good. Rebound tipped out, controlled by Gray. Brings it up into the front court. On the run, 2 against 3. Gets it left side to Goodson. She laid in, it's good. Raven Goodson is putting on a clinic and scoring here in this third quarter. 58-40. Under a minute left to play here in the third quarter. Ball knocked out by Huntington High and Swan. 12 points in the third quarter for Raven Goodson. Baylock bringing it up in the front court for the Big Reds. 30 seconds left. Met there at the top of the key by Hickman. Spins around on the paint, kicks it over to the near side corner. Here's Harvey with a three-pointer. It's good. Peyton Harvey for their first field goal of the afternoon. 58-43. Donna Gray brings it up. Gets it down the inside to Hickman now. Wearing number 11. Turn around in the paint. Lays it up in. Is good for Amani Hickman. 5 points for her. 3 seconds left. Front court with the ball. Barrett dribbles around. Barrett in the corner and runs out of time. Go to the fourth quarter. Huntington High on top by a score of 60-43. We're back after this break here on Kindred Digital Sports.
The Marshall Orthopedics High School Basketball Showcase, presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute, is brought to you in part by Cabell County Schools. Be awesome. The Governor's Highway Safety Program. You drive, you text, you pay. Buckle up for every trip. Click it or ticket. And KINDRED Communications, reaching more than 200,000 tri-state residents every week. Radio, digital, events, print, kindredcom.net.
It's K&B Pest Control of Huntington with your springtime pest tip. The weather is warming up, so is termite season. Termites can quickly destroy your home or office, and by the time you notice signs, the extent of the damage can be detrimental to the structure's integrity. Termites can resemble winged ants. You may also notice mud tubes made by termites to ease their travel into your home or office. Don't wait. Call us today at K&B Pest Control for a free inspection. K&B Pest Control will kill for your business.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here at Huntington High. The Highlanders on top by a score of 60-43. In that third quarter, Raven Goodson just went off. She ended up with 12 points just in that third quarter alone. 21 for her, getting her a pretty good vote for our Complex 7 Boombox Academy Player of the Game. We'll award that coming up at the end of this quarter. Highlanders with the basketball in the white uniforms, going from left to right across your screen. Over in the far corner with it is Diana Gray, and she steps out of bounds, turns the ball over to the Big Reds. Lead was as high as 16 in that third quarter for the Highlanders. Brendan Florence, the leading scorer for the Big Reds, on the bench with 4 fouls. Baylog with it down inside, rejected out of there by Imani Hickman. Big Reds will maintain possession with it. It will be Mason. Gets the inbounds, gets it back, goes up, three-point shot off the side of the rim, no good. Hickman with the rebound. Hickman trapped there in the backcourt, gets it back over to Swan, up into the front court now for the Highlanders. On the run, goes right side, kicks it over to the corner to Goodson, and her three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped out, controlled by Hickman. Hickman gets it back up to Gray. Gray drives in to Goodson. She'll lay it up, no good. Rebound tipped out, last touched by Goodson. And defensively down there was Maya Barrett for the Big Reds. Couple of opportunities, couldn't capitalize on it for Huntington High. Front court with the basketball is Barrett. Wearing number 14, taking the dribble between the rings, going from right to left. Looks back towards the near side. Gets a play call from Coach Cozens. Drives in, lowers the shoulder, nice turnaround. Got Goodson up off the deal and turns around for the lay-in. Good for Barrett, her first points. Right side with the basketball is Jackson. She'll drive in. Foul on the floor. Called against Trinity Baylog. That's going to be her second. Team foul number 4. Check that, number 5. Here's Jackson with the basketball. That was only fourth team foul. Sorry about that. Well, it'll be number 5 coming up here because this will go against Riley Hillian. That's going to be her second. Now it's team foul number 5. And that will put Imani Hickman on the free throw line. Shooting 2. Hickman with 5 points. That coming in the third quarter. Second shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Goodson. She laid up in is good. You got to block her out if you're going to have any success. 23 points now for Raven Goodson. Baylog left wing, 3-point shot. They'll let her take it. It's well off the mark, and the rebound taken down by Latea Jackson. Jackson quickly up in the front court. Right side over to Swan. She'll lay it up in on the baseline is good. 8 points now for Katie Swan. Mason spins around, gets tied up, and possession arrow points in favor of the Big Reds. She got locked in there by Diana Gray. Inbounds, Baylog, right side. It looks like it was tipped. I think it was tipped over there by Jackson. Tipped out and stolen back away by the Big Reds. Baylog brings it up into the front court, guarded by Swan. No-look pass to her right, gets it up there, well off the mark by Hilling, and the rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Parkersburg, and a timeout taken by Parkersburg. Full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. Under 6 minutes left to play. It's all Huntington High.
Complex 7 and Boombox Academy, County Road 107 in Proctorville, is the Tri-State's #1 destination for fitness, restorative therapy, lifestyle coaching, and athlete sports performance. Take it to the next level with all-inclusive fitness and sports training. Check out Complex 7 and Boombox Academy's 2 full-size courts for basketball, volleyball, soccer, and archery, and get one-on-one training from their experienced instructors. Complex 7 and Boombox Academy. Learn more about their daily classes and register online at complex7.net.
This is Huntington High School head football coach Billy Seals, and my players are awesome. Through the example of athletics with character, integrity, perseverance, our young men are good role models for the community of Huntington, and we're looking forward to all that they do on and off the field for our program. Cabell County Schools, #BeAwesome.
Out of the timeout taken by the Big Reds, it will be Huntington High with the basketball. 64-45, just under 6 minutes left to play here in this ball game. Full court pressure by the Big Reds. Front court with it. It will be Gray. Gray trying to get it over to Goodson. Goodson getting tied up as her And Florence, who comes back in playing with 4 fouls. As last touch by Goodson on the near side. Front court, it's Mason. High pass over in the corner, trying to get it over there to Barrett. Has to chase it down and is stolen back out there by Hickman. Amani Hickman brings it up in the front court, gets it left side over to Gray. She lays it up in, is good. 66-45. Florence with it. Drives in, right side, goes up with a shot, no good, but she does draw the foul. This will go against Latea Jackson. It's going to be her second. Team foul number 5. Now we'll put Brendan Florence at the free throw line, shooting 2. She had 13 points in the first quarter and then got into foul trouble. First shot up and away is good. And then didn't really play much at all in the second quarter. Had a 3-pointer in the third before she picked up foul number 4. Second shot in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out by the Big Reds, controlled by Swan. And it'll go off the leg of the Big Reds. Swan gets it in quickly over to Hickman. Hickman near side with it, dribbles through, gets it up top of the key over to Jackson. Latea Jackson drives in, lays it up in, is good. Give her 10 points. Barrett with it. Hands it back over to Brendan Florence, the sophomore. Right, number 22 has her pocket picked. Ball's on the court, wrapped up, and she travels with the ball. They're trying to get a tie up there. Didn't get it. Barrett traveled, turned the ball back over to Huntington High. Quick pass out to Jackson. Latea Jackson on the run with it. Goes left side, bounce pass right side. Gets it over there to Hickman. She'll lay it in, is good. Highlanders starting to open things up now. 70-46 with 4:19 left to play. Mason dribbles up between the rings. Shadowed there by Diana Gray. Right side goes up with a shot. It is good, and she draws a foul. It's Diana's 4th. And it gives Mason her 12th point. Trying to complete the 3-point play. Of course, Diana has a pretty good lineage in basketball with shot up away is good. Her father, Chris, 4-year starter at Marshall. Front court, lays it up in, is Goodson. Got to know where she is on the court all the time. 25 points for Raven Goodson. Front court with it is Florence. Dribbles to the right, goes into the baseline, lays it up, is good. Brendan Florence with 19 points. Three and a half minutes left. Latea Jackson drives in, using the backboard, lays it up, is good. Nice little step back there for Latea. And timeout taken by Parkersburg. 30-second timeout taken by the Big Reds. Take a quick break. We'll be back with more here on KINDRED Digital Sports.
Complex 7 and Boombox Academy, County Road 107 in Proctorville, is the Tri-State's #1 destination for fitness, restorative therapy, lifestyle coaching, and athlete sports performance. Take it to the next level with all-inclusive fitness and sports training. Check out Complex 7 and Boombox Academy's 2 full-size courts for basketball, volleyball, soccer, and archery, and get one-on-one training from their experienced instructors. Complex 7 and Boombox Academy. Learn more about their daily classes and register online at complex7.net.
Out of the timeout taken by the Big Reds. They'll have the basketball. Inbounding directly here in front of us. It will be Maya Barrett. Goes back court. Over to Mason. Mason has it tipped out almost by Gray there and back to Mason. Comes back over top of the key. Gets it over to Harvey. She'll drive into the paint. Goes up high off the backboard. No good. Rebound taken down there by Hickman. Hickman on the run with it. Gets it over to the left to Jackson. Jackson goes left. Nice move right there by Latea Jackson. Lauren McDonald checked into the lineup. Right side, another three-point shot taken over in the corner there by Florence. No good. Rebound taken down there by Gray. Gray up into the front court with it. Slows it down just a little bit. Gets it over to Swan. She'll run the offense. Back over to Gray. Guarded there by Harvey. Down the inside. Over to Jackson. Or check that. It was Hickman. Shot no good. Gets the rebound and no good again. It's taken back out by the Big Reds. Coming up with it, it will be Mason. Mason dribbles into the near side corner. Gets it over to McDonald. Back down to the inside to Harvey. Top of the key. Shot taken off the back of the rim. No good there by Barrett. Gray with the rebound. Up to Swan. Scoop shot. No good on the run. Barrett with the rebound. Out to Harvey. Harvey goes in. It goes out. Last touch by Gray for the Highlanders. Couple of substitutions coming in. Anderson comes back in. Amari Jackson will check back in as well. In for Amani Hickman as well as Latea Jackson. Jackson with a good second half here. Here's Florence with the basketball now, wearing number 22. Guarded there by Swan. 90 seconds left to play in regulation. Right side over to Florence. Into the corner. Down low to Mason. Back cross court near side to Harvey. Three-point shot is good for Peyton Harvey. Swan up into the front court. Barrett guarding. Over to Gray. Bounce pass down on the inside. Gets it into Goodson. She'll let up in is good. Under a minute left to play. 78-54. Here's Mason from the free throw line. It's no good. Gray with another rebound underneath. Brings it back out with 34 seconds left to play. Letting that clock roll down a little bit. Over to Jackson on the near side wing. She'll take the dribble down in the middle of the paint. Dishes down low to Goodson, trying to get it to her. Goes out of bounds. Turns the ball back over to the Big Reds. 17 and a half seconds left to play in regulation. Highlanders looking to go 10-0 on the season. Front court with it. Here goes Florence. She'll drive in right side. Lays it up in is good for Brenlyn Florence. 4 seconds left. Gray's going to dribble out. And that's going to be it. 80-56. Check that. 78-56, our final score. As the Highlanders go to 10-0 on the season. As they will get ready to get back in action again next week for the Big Reds. They drop to 5-8. Coming up, we'll give you the final scoring totals, and we'll find out who our player of the game is. Brought to you by Complex 7 and Boombox Academy. It's all right here on KINDRED Digital Sports.
At any age can be a game changer. But Marshall Orthopedics, the area's only comprehensive sports medicine practice, is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Orthopedics takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
When you're traveling with your most precious cargo, even the shortest day-to-day trips should be the safest. That's why Michelin designs tires like the new Cross Climate 2. That keeps you safer for longer than leading competitors. Because your family's safety tomorrow depends on the tires you choose today. Discover more at MichelinMan.com.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family-owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Big win for the Highlanders here tonight. They improved to 10-0 on the season with a 78-56 victory over the Parkersburg Big Reds. Here's a look at the scoring for the Big Reds here tonight. And it was 21 points for Brendan Florence. She had 13 of those in the first quarter, got into foul trouble, finished out the game with 4 fouls. But 21 for her, 13 for Sierra Mason, and then 7 points for Peyton Harvey, 9 points for Trinity Baylog, and then 2 points apiece for Barrett, Hilling, and Iboden as well for the Big Reds. Here for tonight, it was Raven Goodson. Tell you what, got real hot in that third quarter. 27 total points for Raven. 14 points for Diana Gray, 14 points for Latea Jackson, 8 points for Katie Swan, 7 points here for Hickman, also 6 points for Anderson, and then a point for Amara Jackson as well here today. So good scoring, good balanced scoring tonight for the Huntington High Highlanders. Our Boombox 7 Complex 7 Boombox Academy Player of the Game is, we're going to go ahead and Raven Goodson, the senior here today, exploding in that second half. 27 points for her for the senior, so a great job. And she is our Complex 7 Boombox Academy Player of the Game. Of course, Complex 7 Boombox Academy, your number one destination for fitness, lifestyle coaching, and athlete sports performance, as well as for fitness, restorative therapy, and next-level all-inclusive sports training. They have 2 full-size courts for basketball. They got volleyball, archery, and more. Plus, you can get one-on-one training with their experienced instructors. Located on County Road 107 in Proctorville, you can find out about their daily classes right now at complex7.net. Folks, that's going to wrap things up for us. We are scheduled to have a couple of games next week, but that schedule kind of floating right now, so keep it right here on not only our Facebook pages, but also for video productions as well and your YouTube channel, and we'll keep you informed on what's going on along our Kindred Communication family of stations. Thanks to the crew at Video Productions. Thanks to Bruce Sr., the athletic director here at Huntington High. And our thanks to you for joining us. Once again, our final score, Huntington 78, Parkersburg 56. From our family to yours, happy Easter, everybody. Have a great weekend.